6:45 is the time right now, and cancer research takes money in order to do it. And now the American Cancer Society is starting a new initiative to encourage women to raise money for research done by women. And it matters because studies have shown that men are more likely to get research funding than women are.
It's a problem, and it's not clear how this gap is in the United States. Is it big? Is it small? But take two recent studies from the UK and Canada to give you some perspective here. Research published a year ago found male cancer researchers across the European Union got nearly 70% of all funding, and men also got more money per grant than women. Now, Chris Davis joins us live this morning to talk about a new campaign, Chris, that kicks off later on tonight. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. It's called Research Hers, and Austin is one of the cities piloting this initiative. And this right here is another goal of this program. This is done by a Vandegrift High School student named Dahi Jang. She designed this nano device for a class at school. I'm not sure I totally understand how it works, but let me give it a shot here. Basically, it would use helium to detect lung cancer earlier and cheaper than alternatives. She wants to keep doing research into college, and the woman that you're about to meet is raising money to give people like her more opportunities.
I went through it one by one, page by page.
It's a lot of info to keep track of, but Helen Edwards didn't hesitate to volunteer as a Research Hers ambassador.
At my age, I don't do things that I'm not passionate about.
An American Cancer Society board member, her passion is for research because she's benefited from it.
My grandmother, my mother, and I have all been diagnosed with breast cancer. Open the app.
She's one of 25 ambassadors here in Austin. The ACS is counting on to raise $2,500 each in May.
So I've raised $1,880.
It'll go to researchers like Carolyn Phillips.
I've been an oncology nurse for 17 years.
She's a PhD candidate at UT's nursing school. Her dissertation studies how storytelling and music impacts not patients, but cancer care nurses.
Their well-being has a direct impact on patient care outcomes. And historically, we haven't been taught how to care for ourselves while caring for others.
She wouldn't have been able to do the research at all without ACS grant funding.
Definitely making a difference here.
Helen says she wouldn't have gotten the early diagnosis she did without research into mammograms. She hopes her work as an ambassador helps the next generation.
I'm a two-time cancer survivor. I don't want my grandchildren to be in that position.
Yeah, so she has 3 granddaughters, so that's part of her passion too, raising money so that they have more opportunities to get into some of these STEM careers if they want to.
It makes sense, and Carolyn is not the only woman the American Cancer Society is hoping can raise some of this money, right?
Yeah, this is actually a really interesting stat. The Austin chapter of the American Cancer Society is already funding more women than men. There are 7 grants total for researchers at UT, and 4 of them are women.
Oh, really good stuff. Chris, thank you very much. The goal for the program is $50,000, but that is really just a drop in the bucket in terms of cancer research. The research grants in the U.S. that the American Cancer Society funds tops more than $410 million.